Hello students, so we shall continue with the same chapter, sensation, attention and perception. So in the last class we discussed about the objective and subjective factors that influence attention, okay? And in today's class we shall focus on the different types of attention, okay? So we shall start with that. Okay, so kinds or types of attention, that is voluntary, involuntary and habitual. Okay, attention can be classified into involuntary attention, voluntary attention and habitual attention. Okay, so involuntary attention is basically when you pay attention without involving, okay, without interest or without paying attention, you you recognize that. Okay, so voluntary is where you voluntarily, okay, with your stand or with a proper perception or proper idea, you pay attention. Okay, so we shall see what are those. Involuntary attention. Involuntary attention is very common. The person does not use any effort on his part to attend a stimulus. Okay, so he doesn't use any part of effort. He doesn't pay any effort to pay attention. The attention is induced by something in the environment. There is no intention or desire to attend to it. So basically here the person will not have any intention or desire to attend, to pay attention to that particular incident. Okay, yet we cannot help turning our attention to it. It can be a lamp that suddenly lights, or an unusual noise in an adjacent room. Okay, so basically, so when there is a light lamp, okay, when there is a lamp that lightens suddenly, or when you hear a sound of noise from your next room. Okay, so yes, that is when it is what called as involuntary, where it is not your part or you don't have any intention or desire to pay attention, but you have to pay. Okay, and we look at the light or strain our hearing in the direction of the source of the noise in order to establish what it is. Children possess their power of involuntary attention to a great degree. Okay, so here another next one. Okay, voluntary attention. Here attention is intentional, deliberate and purposeful. So you pay attention with intention, you pay attention with desire, okay, and with a purpose of paying attention, you listen to that. Most of our attention in our daily life is voluntary because there is always a motive and a purpose for attending to an object. Here distractions are sidelined and attention is sustained for a longer time. For example, watching a movie, listening to an interesting lecture, music. So all these are examples. So here you basically intensely and purposefully pay attention. Okay. Third one, habitual attention. We attend to a certain stimulus because we are habituated to attend to it. For example, the naturalist will hear sounds in the woods that our ordinary picnicker would miss. A mother who is fast asleep is able to hear the faint cry of her baby. Okay, so here habitual attention is where you are very much habituated. You have made it an habit to attend to that particular sound. Okay, so basically you pay attention to that because you made it an habit. Okay, yes, they have given example of sound distractions in the forest, or yes, sounds that you hear in the woods, okay, that an ordinary person will not hear, but a naturalist will pay attention to the sounds when they are walking on the streets. And a mother who is fast asleep, okay, she pays attention to the baby. Okay, if the baby cries, she almost pays attention back to the baby. Okay, so the next topic is features or phenomena of attention. Okay, so here the first one, there are four features of attention. The first one is division of attention. Divided attention is a very familiar phenomena. It is our ability to attend to different stimuli at the same time. Divided attention involves concentrating on more than one activity at the same time. If an individual is watching television or listening to music while he is reading a book, he is engaged in divided attention. So basically, division of attention is where you pay attention on more than one thing at a time. Okay, so example is given here. While you are listening to music or watching TV, you start reading. Okay, many of them have this habit of listening to music and reading. Okay, so yes, that's when there is a division of attention between watching or listening to a music or watching a TV and reading a book. Okay, so here you can see a baby. Okay, baby and a mother, and the mother is talking on phone. You can see here a mother is talking on phone. The baby is holding the phone and the mother is talking in a phone, and she's also cooking. Okay, so this is called division of attention, where she's focusing on two things at a time. Okay, so the next one is span of attention. Okay, span of attention is concentrated time a person spend to grasp. Okay, span of attention is the number of objects that a person can take in a single glance. The ability to focus one's concentration on an object is considered to be of the prime importance to the achievement of goals. A number of objects of the same category, say small pebbles, are on the table and covered with paper. Then the paper is removed and the pebbles are shown to the subject for a few seconds. He is then asked to say how many pebbles were there on the table. So basically, if there is some stones on the table, okay, some pebbles on the table, the span of attention is where in what time the subject is able to grasp the pebbles which are on the table. So he has to say how many pebbles were there on the table in a limited time. Okay, for a few seconds they will show you pebbles which are present on the table, but the subject has to grasp and tell how many pebbles were there on the table. So that is the time which you take to grasp thing, that is called as span of attention.